Yep, some technical difficulties are going to leave us in a difficult spot, but let me get... Engage topside, Light Show looking for a kill on a Spike. He's got the ultimate advantage, but he's down low. Demi, we got to call out, is the AD carry for BLT in this match. Has Ignite on the Tahm Kench along with a... Sorry, I can't think of the mastery. But the grasp. Grasp of the Undying, sorry. And we have pings now down on a Dragon. Dragon being started up for BLT. Alright, finally feeling like we can get into the swing of things. We can't hear Jags. Okay. They can't hear Jags. I'm going to leave it... No, just, it's my side.
Oh, Frostite with a crazy snipe.
Okay, cool. I think I've got you. Sound, thank you for the call out, chat.
Okay. That was an insane snipe by Frostite over the wall. Carly is in trouble here, taken under tower and solo killed by Demi. So, solo bolo here, bot lane. Crispy now, Ignite down from Bassoon. This would be a third kill. There's the Buckler coming in. Does he have enough?
One hit! Oh! And the thumbs up to escape. Bassoon, the support, looking for the quick solo bolo with the Halo Blades Ignite. This is such an aggressive match. We've got 3 Ignites on... we got 5 Ignites in the match.
Yeah, very scrappy game so far. 7 minutes in, 6 kills. Not a good one to lose the first 5 minutes of.
Nope, not ideal. But we're here now.
Yes, exactly. So, I mean, the conditions going forward, it looks like a nice little lead here for Bilgewater using this support range advantage. I mean, they've got the advantage in lane, and yet they're down in farm. So I think Kalka will be looking to try and push Bassoon out of lane continuously as the game goes on.
Yep, Misfortune really should have completely free reign.
Light Show topside again.
Yep.
Cannon Barrage from Spike. A couple more autos will come through, and it's going to be a solo bolo in top lane as Light Show collects the Pirate.
Yep, going to be sad to miss some of the CS to the tower, but a great pickup.
It's definitely a way forward, is as we see the Dark Seal picked up there and a couple stacks given over to the Mordekaiser.
Demi has the fear cultivated into Carly. Carly immediately backing away with the flap flap. And does need to make sure that he's able to scale up into this game. There's already 2 deaths on the clone, so I wish we could have seen how those came down. And the Void Grubs are picked up by Freljord Frost, relatively uncontested. By that I mean completely uncontested. And we're going to have some pressure down onto the mid lane. But nothing to come of it. Crispy able to stay safe.
To see Bassoon, Roam, and Kalka stay in lane. We don't see that too often. So, you know, switching roles here, and it does look like they're finding a way into this match. Definitely would have been on the back burner out of draft. Pretty unusual draft here from Bilgewater, but Freljord holding up so far. Can they get this Smolder and Yorick online? They're very late game champions. You know, they really won't come into themselves until later in the game.
Yeah. All right, I've turned Jags up. Let me know if he is still quiet. Some vision control trading happening on the bot side.
Really loudly.
Frostite looking for TQ Kid, will find him. Crispy is also on the roam as the bandage toss lands.
Bandage toss in from TQ. Curse the Sad Mummy will land secondary bandage toss onto Frostite and the burst over the wall, but Crispy there, so they trade jungler for jungler. A flash forward from Crispy onto Carly, but just does not have the damage as the rest of Freljord will surround their carry, and Crispy flashing in, igniting in, ulting, cannot find the damage, cannot find the kill, and Carly picks up a second, and that's what you want to see if you're a Smolder. That helps you get online. Bassoon potentially in trouble here.
Able to work his way back out. Carly going for a teleport in, and now Bassoon is thinking about re-engaging. Finds himself gobbled up, and could be caught out here as Bassoon.
Flash ultimate in from Kalka. right onto the side. Thick skin here from Demi still available.
Mom
And
on
Carly gonna
cooldown
try
as
and
Carly's
trade
got
out
the
some
double
damage
buffs.
back.
He's getting...
Big got you.
Yeah, Carly loves to trade back and forth on this Smolder. 79 stacks, 10 minutes into the match, but it's a great flash ulti pickup from Kalka. And Bassoon
He's
caught
gone
up.
Gluttonous Greaves on Smolder, which I really genuinely do not know what the build paths are, but that seems interesting to me that Gluttonous Greaves would be meta. Meanwhile, Yorick also picking up the Gluttonous Greaves. Flash forward from Demi. The full engage under tower, trying to find what they can. Nice headbutt back as they pull Demi under tower. Gray skin as they look at all that return damage. Bassoon very low, but they will not be able to actually capitalize on it, and it's going to be a double kill as the Frost bot lane prevails. 4 kills on the Smolder, and they take the lead in gold and kills.
Yeah, what a turnaround from being a bit behind but up on farm to now 4 kills on the Dome Dragon. Carly Bay Jepsen is set up for a monster of a game here in Week 10. And now sights turn onto the Dragon and Freljord Frost.
I will say it's very early on, and he hasn't gotten a reset yet. So Bassoon still chunk low. Carly has not bought. All of Bilgewater is going to be here with fresh buys. A nice stun here landing on Frost. They at least buy some time, but I'm not sure they want this fight. They are going to sacrifice Bassoon. Carly now flat, but will not be able to escape as the ultimate comes through. Beautiful curse to Sab Mami out of 4. Here's the barrage
now the cancel
from Kalka. As it's a triple kill from Frost. TQ able to pick up 2, but yeah, it's a lost team fight. Can he kill Frostade? No, he cannot. Demi will secure his
up to the
third.
top lane, and Spike picks up a solo bolo onto Light Show.
Bolo.
Everybody wants to get a piece of the action.
The river runs red with blood as we see another just all-out brawly match. We had one in game 1, Jason, and I think all that back and forth team fighting is probably partially what freaking crashed my Windows driver. So.
Yep. You'll find your Windows driver for next week, perhaps. 6-1 now, Frostside on the Graves. And so the game goes one way over to Freljord Frost off the back of BLT, biting off a bit more than they could chew back-to-back on the bot side. But now BLT back in the driver's seat. But this game's close, 9-11. Clone really is going to want to... I'm curious to see when is the trigger pulled to move Clone to the side lane, because I think that's going to have a huge impact on this game. Flap, but it runs forward. Bassoon is here. Demi could have...
Demi thought that it was a heads-up 1v1. He was hiding in that bush. It was a nice play, but little did he know Bassoon there to support his carry. And that's exactly where you expect it to be. So Carly out of lane, Bassoon in it, just like we talked about in the pre-show. It's beautiful when a prediction comes together when we talk about how the game's going to go down before it goes down.
Yeah, love to nail it. Light Show looking for more pressure down on the Spike. Spike going to continue to scale up, but Rylai's is such a powerful pickup for Light Show.
I wonder if Light Show will divert his build to get any armor, because I do think that... Spike is going to deal a lot of damage pretty soon here.
Looking for a gank in the top side. Crispy down onto Light Show.
Crispy is here. The
Shark
fish
is
will
out.
land. Nice flash away, but yeah. Chum the waters. They add Light Show to the Bilgewater, and his corpse will remain there until he comes back in 25 seconds. So a nice roam there from Crispy.
Crispy's such a nice guy. 6 assists on the board as the Fizz assassin player. Clone could find one now on a Kolka. But Frostside is here to support.
It's the all-in onto the support, but this is never going to be worth it. Even if it's a 1-for-1, it's mid for support. Kalka would have gladly traded, and he didn't have to. 0-4 now on the mid lane Yorick. Bassoon looking for a support kill of his own. Ignite down onto Frostside. Frostside very low. Flash, auto, and it's an 8th kill for the Graves.
Yep, could find... Oh, Mom over the top will connect, but just not enough damage. Light Show teleporting into the bot side, engaging on a Demi.
I mean, look at what they're going to lose top lane for this. It's going to be quite a bit, but this is, you know, the teleport in from their top laner.
Doesn't quite have ulti, has heal.
Big Gray Skin misses the damage. Ultimate used, so Light Show is going to all in on a Kalka. Nice flash from Kalka. Will buy some time as Frostside comes down here bot side. Frostside will pick up the kill. So it's a 2-for-1, but a 9th kill going on to Graves. Frostside is having a performance in this match.
Frostside's had quite the season. always seeming to make it work. 9-1 on the Graves after a disastrous invade. Just looking like, just shrugging it off. Like, hey, that didn't even matter. Not even a break in his stride. And yeah, now I think the onus really is on a Freljord Frost to deal with this Graves. He's absolutely out of hand. He's got 2.5 items, and he's going to be tearing through your tanks and your carries. Let's go check in on the old stacks. But ooh, we have an engage down on Kalka.
Yeah, Bassoon very aggressive here, but will have to flash away. And they do have the early advantage, but Frostside is showing up. This is an 8-kill collector. Yomu's completed Graves. Great job from Bassoon to get Kalka out of the fight. Will find the kill, but Frostside still alive. Nice Curse of Sad Mummy will land. Quite a bit of damage coming through, but the sustain from Bilgewater is there. Crispy now chum the waters onto Carly, and they commit back onto Smolder. Look at that barrel. Crispy 1 HP over the wall. They find incredible damage, but Frostside will now pick up one. It's a shutdown going over, and there's blood everywhere. It's a 4 for 3. Chaos hits the rift, 15-19, just 16 minutes in.
What just happened? I don't even remember how the fight started, but it splits into 2 sections. Crispy in the enemy blue side, finding Carly, and both of them end up going down. And at the end of the day, it's just a light show and Frostside standing. They're going to go back to lanes and just leave the objective standing. And now we've got pings down on the Dragon as our teams respawn.
Okay, it's an 11-1 Graves jungle. This game is looking like it could get out of hand. Clone unable to find success on this pick so far. TQ has landed beautiful ultimates, but hasn't been on the same page with the rest of his team. So I like to see his team just play around the Amumu a little bit better, a little bit more, because I think that their team fighting could scale up, could turn on. Only a couple items completed, just 2 items, and they're the cheap ones here onto Smolder.
Yep, checking on our stacks. 138 for the Smolder. Our gold totals right now, it's about 1,000 gold advantage to Crispy in the mid lane off the back of these takedowns. And of some plate gold. It's 10,600 gold onto Frostside with his Graves, setting himself up with a roughly 4,500 gold lead over his counterpart. There's a 2,000 gold lead in top lane for Spike. Really scaling well into this Gangplank pick. Light Show needs to stop the bleeding and make sure to just keep scaling up in these side lanes. And Clone just needs to get repositioned out in these side lanes.
Demi's just going to walk under tower here. This is insane.
Yep, and Kalka's here to support.
Tower shots. They use the bullet time.
Not spitting him out in the
Ignite
same
going
direction.
down onto Clone. And it will be a kill. They get his flash as well, so that's a 6th death. And now they're going to get bot lane tower. They get everything that they want. Meanwhile, 4 of them topside. Crispy, Frostside, and Spike need to find a way to stop their friend, the little purple shell of Herald. Alright, down to 3,000 HP. Can Frostside find a way? And chip damage here onto Bassoon. The cannon barrage over the wall. Secured by TQ. Bandage toss onto Frostside. Curse the Sad Mummy will find Crispy and Frostside. Keeper's verdict out. Spike is gone from the fight, but the follow-up damage not quite there. It is going to be 2 go down for the Frost. Only Frostside going down. It was a big shutdown, and it goes over to Smolder.
Yep, huge
Bassoon
gold
now,
swing, and now Carly sitting at 10,000
positioning.
gold as well. 10,700. Bassoon probably will fall here. I think tried to turn it around to take the drift from the Rift Herald. But
Yeah,
I like the idea.
At
Not
the
going
end
to
is
find
going
success.
to die and give over Rift Herald, so yeah, completely wasted neutral objective there. I saw the vision, right? Where spawn Herald, get on Herald, but just the spawn timer way too long, and
not
will
able to
pay the
survive
price
through.
there.
And this game is in Carly's hands. I think there's 2 huge carries to point at on the scoreboard, and it's the Carly Smolder with 8 kills and 13 kills for Frostside. But a nice bandage toss down on a Spike will open a gank into the top side.
Yes, they will get one back, and this is a beautiful find from TQ. TQ having a great game here, and I think that Freljord, although they are down a bit in gold, they've got a really nice front line. They've got a clear win condition with the scaling Smolder. Carly is set up here with 8 kills on Smolder to find a way forward. They just need to slow this game down a little bit. Let the, honestly, Clone, just stop dying, right? You've died 6 times. You cannot keep dying. And they need to stop, you know, this 13 kill Graves. Pretty much stay away from the Graves for the next 5-10 minutes.
Yep, and I'm eyeballing TQ Kit picking up an AP item. I don't hate AP items, you know. Mumu can use them really well with that burn, but this is a match that I would really consider going full tank because I do think
Frostide and Clone out of position again. Chum the waters. It's another free kill, and he doesn't. I mean, there's no wave there. Maybe his rationale is he's not worth the gold, but
cancel out from Bassoon.
Really nice timing. Yeah, Bassoon with a heads-up play there. So Demi caught out
to secure the play.
on the counter play. That was really a found play from TQ. Can TQ find one more bandage toss under tower? Lightshow in position to help dive.
There's 2 committed to the bot push, but there's no creep wave here for Freljord Frost. Will they rotate down to try to punish this bot shove, or will they commit to this?
Yeah, Dragon's not for a minute. They've got really good positioning here, but they can't actually take too much advantage.
Flash forward, huge stun!
Bassoon ignite down, and it will be a kill. Bassoon decisive on the Poppy.
Crispy is standing on a ward.
That's a 10th kill.
Will spot it out. Bassoon has been... There is no fear on Bassoon tonight with this Poppy pick. We've seen him pick it and not find success before, but we've seen him with the... He always picks the Poppy with the Eye of the Tiger. He is trying for those aggressive plays, and he is finding them tonight. What a stun.
Yeah, good decisive play there. Spike dying with flash up feels bad, but sometimes you just don't expect that play to come through.
Yeah, great timing, and just on the smallest possible sliver of a wall, Bassoon finds the pick.
Let's talk about Kalka's build while we have 1 second of downtime. So we're in a 43 kill game already. Interesting Blackfire Torch picked up here.
Yep, this AP
so that is going to make that E slow. And it's also going to proc the Grievous from the Oblivion Orb. So, yeah, interesting, like, AP build, really E-maxing, focusing on the application of Grievous Wounds over the top. Okay, Crispy with a really nice angle here, trying to find a way in. They do not know that he's here. He's gotten in undetected. Dragon down to 5,000 HP. Frostside is the focus of the attention. Will Crispy find a way in this fight? Jump the waters over the wall. Carly found and will be eviscerated on the backside of this fight. 2 down already as Bassoon dies on the front. TQ finds Kalka. Lightshow into the Death Realm, but Frostide survives, and it's a 4-for-1 as the Bilgewater bullets gun down the Frost.
Yeah, Frostside is a menace on this Graves pick. It is so much damage. And he's coming to this fight with 3 completed items. There's a Smolder. Smolder does super large amounts of damage. There's almost equivalent gold between the two. But man, Graves in the early game is just going to hit like no other compared to a Smolder. And now pings down onto... Or not even pings, just immediate action down onto Baron as Crispy, Demi, and Frostide look to pick it up for themselves. And there's still 3 dead. I think Bilgewater are breaking the game open right here. They're setting themselves up with a Dragon Soul. It'll be another Infernal Soul onto the Rift for Game 2, our featured matchup of the night. And Bilgewater set themselves up with a nice little advantage, but Carly Bay Jepsen waits in the wings. 208 stacks on this Smolder. He's about to break.
I will say now with the Baron, they are fully in the driver's seat. And if Crispy is able to find angles like that, there's just no way that Freljord is going to be able to win this. They need to get eyes on Frostide and Crispy before they start the fight. And so Crispy able to find a really nice angle on that last team fight. I'd love, you know, obviously going to be looking at him to continue that. It's a great look. Demi slowed down here out of lane, has not found ways to contribute on the Tahm Kench, but could always just grab
a bandage toss over
Frostide
the wall.
in a team fight.
Not going to connect on the Kalka. But we've got a nice little 1-3-1 standoff brewing. Lightshow teasing over to mid lane. They're looking for an engage. They want to all in. They don't want to let this fall into a lane 1-3-1 just siege fest. TQ Kit wants to pull the trigger.
Yeah, perhaps doesn't know how close Crispy is, but Crispy taking away his Krugs.
Yep, and this is a Baron siege, so right now, as long as the towers are not going down, Freljord Frost gotta be relatively happy. 3 minutes on the next dragon spawn.
This gold lead is gonna start to mean less because, you know, just they're the
very
champions
low. Palka in the mid lane. Mom
take better
comes over
use.
the top.
Okay, Frostide here looking for the play, but it's a flash out, flash in. Excuse me, Kalka with the bullet barrage. But I'm sorry, I was watching a solo kill topside as Spike finds Clone. Clone going down for the 8th time this match.
And then Frostide finding a pickup 1v1 in jungle.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
That was in the death realm, it must have been.
Yep, Death
So
Realm
just choosing
showdown.
the wrong turret there, or choosing the wrong, target.
Yep, Crispy pushing freely in the bot side. He's got this Lich Bane, so able to provide pretty decent damage onto these towers. And all 3 lanes are baroned up, being pushed down, and Bilgewater are making it hurt. Almost 10,000 gold now, the advantage for themselves. And even with all of the signs of life, all of the blaze of glory that Failure Frost have found, Clone really having a rough night on the Yorick. 8 deaths and continuously losing his 1v1s and getting picked on the side lanes. That's really putting a dagger on their side.
It's tough. We did hit that critical 225, so we're up to 250 stacks here on Smolder, 256 and counting.
50 kills
there
so
are
far.
still angles, but they've really put themselves behind. I mean, it's Clone having a pretty bad game here, below the standard of what we've seen out of him so far this season.
Yeah, but of course-
Crispy again finding the seam in the vision. Must have done some scouting on Bassoon and his warding, because able to find that seam again, going that playful trickster over that dragon pit and into this red buff bush has gone unseen twice. So really heads up play there. And we talked about Freljord learning from playing Bilgewater, but it's evident here that Bilgewater have learned from playing against Freljord as well.
And I do think
So
this is
maybe
one
some
of the
unconventional
skills
picks,
that
but some good play.
Crispy really brings to the table, is like being able to navigate that vision and find those picks. We've seen him go for deep jungle plays pretty often. Yeah, Clone trying to find a 1-for-1 onto Kolka to support, but Fish lands and another death on the board.
Bassoon pretty low here. Banish toss over the wall. Gray skin out from Demi. Can they find the follow-up damage? And it will be one more going down. Frosteye tried to find a little bit of damage over the top. Did use collateral damage, and Cannon Barrage was used as well. Light Show, maybe can he win it? No, it's a solo kill for Spike. And things are spiraling here.
Yeah, I wonder if he could have run out, but instead goes for the hook in and tries for the Q burst to win the 1-for-1. Bassoon gonna be wanting this rundown, but Spike is half HP and he's got 3 items.
Okay, they're gonna all in here. Topside flash in, and it will be enough to burn down. Carly picks up his 11th kill.
I don't feel great burning Carly's flash to get it though, but we'll take what we can get. On the side of Freljord Frost, really playing from the back foot. 7,000 gold difference, 6 tower advantage over to Bilgewater. It's all about the Smolder, so every single little drop of gold you can give him to get to that 7-item dream is going to bring you closer to a victory tonight.
Yeah, Crispy has flash. I fully expect to see Crispy flash onto Carly during the next team fight. We've got Baron in 45 seconds, and I think that will probably be the target. So look for Crispy the way that he enters this next team fight, and we got to keep our eye on Carly. If Carly can stay alive, Freljord's got a shot, but a flashless Smolder is gonna be tough to defend here for Freljord.
Yep, I'm watching top for Light Show. If he walks out too soon against Demi, Kalka's going to be here in the wings to provide that slow, and they're going to look for a rundown onto him. But Bassoon could be caught out first.
Yeah, let's see how they go in. Nice chip damage here onto both. Demi roaming over the Achu. The snot bubble
Bassoon
coming
is
out.
not
but
afraid.
Deep vision. Clone 3 levels down. Cannon Barrage from Spike will force the flash out. The Ignite down. Will Clone die? He will survive with a fraction of HP. Banish toss going just wide. Crispy again. Look, trying to find this angle. The engage down onto Demi. Mom over the wall. TQ is there. Lands it on a Frostite and Demi, but Spike teleporting in. And already TQ and Bassoon are down. Carly left alone. Separated from his team. Light Show into the Death Realm has taken Crispy. But it's a one-way ticket. And he will drop. And the only one that lives is is the Yorick with a sliver of health. And the bullets will push in. Okay, I'm interested that they didn't go Baron here. They must think that this is an ending.
Yep, we got 18 seconds on Masoon. So Bilgewater are on the clock, but they've got huge amounts of damage. They should be able to push this down if they focus these towers. 4 are here. They pick up the ace. Demi tanking these up. Frosttide's got so much AD. Spike as well. And they will close up the regular season and secure first place for themselves.
Game, set, match.
Man,
and
what
that
a game.
Number 1.
24 to 37 on the scoreboard.
Yeah,